Welcome back to Drinks and Dunks YouTube show. On today's show, we're going to be discussing some picks for tonight's games. It's Sunday, January 2nd. New year, starting the year off fresh. We're going to be going over some picks for tonight's games. Like I said, we got a beer that we're going to be discussing. Not my favorite beer. Today's beer is a Miller High Life. Came as a suggestion, more of a joke than a serious suggestion, but we take all of the beer suggestions seriously on Drinks and Dunks, and we'll get around to them even if they're more difficult to find. Like one of the suggestions we got, we were able to track it down. I'll be purchasing that and we'll be reviewing that beer later this week. Couple notes to go over before we review the High Life. We're going to be making a schedule, releasing videos on that schedule, and it might fluctuate based on certain circumstances, but we're going to try and stick to the schedule. I think I'm going to go with 3 videos a week, so tune in. I think we're going to start out and try to do Tuesday, Thursday, and Sundays, get a little bit of space in between the videos. That's subject to change, of course, but I think we're going to go with that schedule. So look out for videos on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. But let's get into the High Life. As I mentioned before, pretty cheap beer, not my favorite. If I had to compare it to a team or player, I would probably go, I'm going to say team, I'm going to go with the Detroit Pistons. Just because, like I said, don't like it very much. It's kind of one of those teams where you're probably only going to watch them if they're playing a team you're interested in watching or your favorite team. So this is a type of beer that I'm really going to only drink if it's 12:30 at a friend's house and we kind of ran out of all the other beers because we've been drinking all day. That's the kind of beer it is. So I'm not going to buy it unless it's a request for a video, or we're on our last legs at the bar and that's all they ran out of. So that's the Miller High Life. It is a Wisconsin beer, so that's just about the only thing that it has going for it, and I do not actually think it's a champagne of beers. All right, I wanted to let you guys know I did release a top 5 players in the NBA video, so make sure you go check that out, where I go through who the top 5 players are currently in the NBA. Today's picks for tonight, we're going with the Hornets plus 10 to cover over the 76ers. I don't think they'll win. I think they'll keep it close, and I think the 76ers will pull away late. 76ers have actually been playing pretty well, so this pick might surprise a lot of people. But the Hornets also have been keeping games close, and they've picked up a couple wins over some good teams, most recently beating the Nets by 2. So I think they're going to keep it close. I think they'll cover within 10. And then I'm going to go with my second pick of the day. I'm picking the Hawks to cover -6 against the Cavs. So I think they're going to cover that game. I think that the Hawks are legit. I don't think the Cavs are legit. I mentioned this in an earlier video. I think the Cavs have started out pretty hot, but they did lose their last 2, and I think they're getting points based on the 3 wins they got to start the season, and I don't necessarily think they're that good of a team. That's why I'm riding with the Hawks. I think the Hawks are going to blow a lot of bad teams out just due to their offense. They don't have a great defense, but that offense is legit. Put up 140 against the Nets, so I think they're going to put up a ton on the Cavs, and I think they're going to win that one easy. Don't feel as great about the Hornets, but that's the second best line that I saw today, as the slate of games isn't exactly the greatest. But yeah, it's going to be a short show today, and that'll wrap it up. This is the Daily Drink show. We'll be coming with you a couple times a week. We'll switch it up. Like I said, we're doing 3 shows a week, so 2 of them will probably be picks and drinks and beers like that. But we're going to switch it up and have one where it'll be something different, something along the lines of the top 5s. Maybe we'll throw in a power rankings, see how it goes throughout the season. I'm sure there'll be some breaking news, as the NBA is pretty much a drama show. So I'm sure they'll be breaking some news and stuff like that. But thanks for tuning in. Short one today, but appreciate everybody viewing and subscribing and liking. Make sure to tell your friends. Share it as much as possible. I appreciate everything. Thanks, guys.